established in the 18th century, very much piecemeal fashion. So one sort of grew up and then another and then another. Right?
Oh yes.
Yeah? And that originally would have been the entire shelter right the way across.
Yes, I can remember it.
Can you?
On the full width, and it was all completely open fronted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I think before that it had toilets, it had a reading room, a cafe,
yes. Yeah.
and the whole thing was, beautiful. So we quite recreated what we can. Unfortunately, when they started doing the work, they actually discovered a very large water tank under here.
Oh really?
Yeah, and the engineers said best not to disturb it too much. The sloping paths that now have got steps, originally these would have been very much just grass. The banks wouldn't have been formally planted, it would have been very much sort of grassy banks with pathways through.
Are they going to redo the fountain?
Yeah, the fountain is as it is, so that will, when they open them, my understanding is that will be actually working, and then we have disabled accessibility route where that gentleman was just walking, where the forklift tractor is. That will be the disabled route up to the shelter, and we know that when the Jubilee, Victoria's Jubilee, there were 2 shelters that were built. We assume this is one of them. We're not one. We assume that the other one was at the other end.
Yeah.
Which we'll come to.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we have a wander along? Spots. This is the Heritage Trail. So there's the same introduction, the same history is on each. So any visitor can see the history of the gardens of Victoria. They stay here and in Felixstowe as a result of that. Oh right.
And of course, in Ukraine, well, there's so
So this pram walk obviously provides major walkway up to the town, and obviously as part of the seafront gardens, the South Beach Mansion.
Oh yes.
South Beach Mansion was hidden from view because of all of the home oaks. So those have been taken down, which reveals the building, which I think is lovely. And as you know, that's a replica of the original.
Lovely.
I think they're having a second one.
Really?
Yeah, I heard a
through here,
meeting.
if anybody sit here, they can see everything coming going out the door. I mean, look at the turbines.
Terrors are clear today, anyway.
Yeah.
Now the rain's come. Really, Jess?
Well, you know, got to be on TV. So Major Walk, and obviously it was called Pram Walk because it's where people brought their prams down, and ran down, and there are photos of people doing that. We had a walk in 19.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to sit and enjoy, and as you know, on a hot summer day.
Nice shelf.
People
There is shelter area. Jessie, out the way, darling. What? Just a minute. Jessie, treat.
Jessie.
Never work with children and animals, is it the same? Obviously we kept the green area because of events and things like that, out on the pond and things like that. It gives more of a space for events to happen. This is the Ivy Terrace, which has been taken right back. Obviously all of the balustrades are all have all been...
I remember what the Barbie talked about that.
Oh really? What, the construction of it?
No, the Ivy Terrace.
Yeah. And again, it has that lovely sort of sloping, you can go up a little bit and walk along, up another little bit, and it's absolutely lovely.
Significance of anything?
Yeah, this is, these were designed by children. These are throughout the gardens, and they're, if you like, a children's trail, which I'm aware that we're not promoting that well enough, but some of these have they came up with light and dark ivy in many shades of green, curling in out out around, about through trellis unseen. So you'll see these dotted around throughout the gardens.
Well, spotted.
No, they are lovely. When the original kind of surface was being looked at, they would have been more prominent, but for various technical reasons they had to change the surface to one you see, and in a way I think they've been slightly lost, but
Yeah.
we're going to showing, and you know, you can see that actually not a lot has changed. You know, we've taken it back, we've thinned out some of the trees,
Yeah.
but you can see the layout is as it once was.
Even that tree that's been put up there.
Yes.
Doesn't really look so great.
No. And again, you get a little bit more.
It's nice that somebody's actually kept pictures so you can use them.
Yeah, well, what we're doing at the moment, we've just agreed this morning actually to audit all of the pictures that we've got, so that there is a comprehensive record. Because lots of people have sent photographs. Again, you know, we've tried to keep the planting in keeping with the original. And have you walked down in the evening yet?
No, not yet. That's going to look nice with the irises.
They'll be lovely. Yeah, wonderful. Well, if you come down in the evening, all of these lanterns and these globe lights are all lit, and it's absolutely magical. It really is. I recommend it. So if you go to one of the performances at the new reopening Spa Pavilion, take the opportunity to have a look round, because it's absolutely glorious.
Is another one of the trees?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you say the same thing? No,
This one is 15 hollow trees, zigzag, run along there if you dare. 130 paces from here to there. So they're all slightly different. Well, this was always known as the zigzag.
Zigzag, up and down.
Zigzag. So, yeah.
As you say, a lot of
They wouldn't notice
I
it.
know, I'm very
Especially if
keen
more
that
stones get kicked onto it.
something that we are wondering how we can change that. We also had, I don't know how we've actually taken them down with the intention of remounting them in one place where you can see the context of them, because they're a bit lost when they're kind of one by one. So, yep, Ranley Terrace, and then you've got the town crest, which will start to look.
No, where's the town crest? That's where the
Was that where? Oh, right. Right, well, I'm, next year that starts to really come into place. All the benches were really done, and obviously they're all memorial benches now.
Yeah. It's actually fascinating when you read the facts on there.
Yeah. They're lovely. And, you know, again, they're very well used now. People enjoy sitting and talking in the park. I was going to point out the signs, but maybe I shouldn't, because I definitely felt that they're rather ruined. So we have obviously got new signage. It's difficult. How many signs do you put in?
Too much, not enough.
People do want to understand the context of the garden. I don't know, do you think it's too obtrusive?
No, I don't.
Obviously you'll be aware that the Spa Pavilion has been sold and is now open. spa town, and so this is where the spa comes out, reflecting the different world. This was obviously here long before the Spa Pavilion. The Spa Pavilion over the years has been all sorts of different buildings. I think it was at one time a glass building, and there was a wooden hut here as well at one point. So, you know, it's evolved and changed.
That has an ultra-positive for a child.
Sorry?
I said, that has an ultra-positive child, which is
No.
good.
Well, they've obviously cleaned up all the
yes, yes.
So yeah, there was a small wooden bandstand in the area, and then they put in the they increased that, and then it kind of built up to a full spa pavilion, which, you know, it's changed a lot, but we do have the pavilion again now. Well, they do, but they're long overdue. We need to get them, so we're working to be resort ready next season. We'll go up Hampton. Pavilion Terrace. So obviously this is running parallel with Hamilton Gardens. And do you know about Sal's Cave? Aunt Sal's Cave? Sal's Cave, that's right.
I've probably been in a lot, but I didn't know
Blacksail, North End of the Spa Pavilion, so we're at the North End now. So somewhere here would have been going there.
Where the railing is.
Reasonably so. We don't know, but we think it may have been smugglers' cave.
Oh, quite easily.
There's another one. Tweeting birds, shimmering sea, Spa Pavilion next to me, the heart of the seafront gardens. And they've got
The little
Oh,
chocolate
little-
safe
yeah.
yes.
And they're beautiful.
Yes, aren't they?
You sundial?
Oh.
Problem is you need the sun for that. And it hasn't been adjusted for Sunday.
No. Here in the gardens of the Spa Pavilion, warm in the whisper of the summer sea, a cushioned scabious, a deep vermilion with white pins stuck in it. Look up at me, a sunlit kingdom touched by butterflies, and so my memory of winter dies. Felixstowe, or the last of her order. Felixstowe, or the last of her order, by John Betjeman. Because John Betjeman was very keen on Felixstowe. Wishing well again, another story, and yes.
So is that spring today or is it?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's pumped now, but it would have been
Another one.
yeah, there's water which is definitely pumped. We did clear all the money out,
Oh, the
but as you can see, people are very kindly putting money
Reappearing.
back in.
money back in.
So I don't think it's quite decided, but we're probably going to donate it to the charity centre. Because it's Felixstowe or Mentat now. We did all of they helped with all the refurbishment of the benches.
Oh yeah.
So we thought that might be a nice way of helping them. I mean, you know, it's nice to once a year we have to do the new year. But I think it looks. The youngsters are lovely. Okay, you do get numbers, but they are actually
But they do that off the prom anyway. They somersault off the end of the prom and land on the beach.
Yeah. But they go to the same as we do, which is the one thing they want is to see original zigzag layout of the steps going up.
That looks like that was taken not long after it was put in. It's no,
Looks like
not much
kind of
planted.
what, 1920s? Maybe? Would you say 1920s?
I reckon about then.
Can't tell the time.
And of course these were all the grounds of the Felix Hotel, the Balmoral Hotel as it was, and now Harvest House.
Yeah,
And
'cause
they got
donated
sold.
to the
They
to
did.
The town.
Which was very nice of them. And of course people came to take the sea air and the salt from Spa waters. Yeah? That's a little packet. The spice things. Yeah. Checking my bearings. These are known as certain times. Up we go again. Not so far this time. They've been doing some work repairing the railings, etc. So they said, well, while we're here, we'll do it. So for some reason it wasn't included in the original brief.
Where is it?
Yeah.
That bamboo growing there?
Sorry?
That looks like bamboo growing there.
That does look like bamboo. I'm assuming it was part of the original gardens.
Probably would have done, because they like bringing,
Yeah.
in all types of plants from
Well,
the
in
empire.
some areas of the gardens have been deliberately left. It had been deliberately left wild. And we'll have to look at how that works in the future. So again, restoration of the ground shelter, new benches and touch wood. So far we're not seeing too much damage. And hopefully we won't. There is CCTV, so
We're going to get little bits and pieces.
yeah.
But I don't think they're quite so bad as it used to be, because they're all sitting indoors playing on the computer.
That also, there is CCTV now, so it should
Oh,
keep
is
it
there?
down. Another pond. We are looking. This one is all gated in, and we are looking. A lot of people have said it's a shame that they can't get closer to these. So we
So
have
at night
been
these
looking
lights
at
here
it.
are on as well?
Yeah, at night.
There's two in the shelter as well.
Yeah. And useful majestic stripe down at the back, scuffling, searching, slithering through these. So
So how many plants are there?
I'm not sure. I think there's 10.
Because we've only seen 3, sir.
They gave the gardens across. Again, we've had a lot of help from the public donating their fish per pond, which actually we're trying to discourage because it's not wise. And we've had some. There was one attraction. I don't think it was in this one. It was in one of the other ponds. I've got.
Okay.
Okay, this
Yeah. Yeah. Can't see any fish in this one.
It'd be really nice. What I'd love to do in the exhibition, whether we'll be able to, is to try and. We worked with the local fuchsia society,
Yeah.
who advised on the appropriate fuchsias for the environment, i.e. close to the sea, and they are very keen to continue to be very involved in the gardens. And I'm actually attending a presentation Society next month, I believe. So these, again, it's this time next year, it's all that. As they go along. And it's been very popular, as you can see, with children who like to play and glad to get working. We have had a few problems occasionally. And the fish are healthy. And that would have happened